I'm moving in different ways, so if it's me causing it to say Wilson multiple times, that's going to have to be some specific movements, right, to get the same word out multiple times. So, you've got that potential, but I think that's unlikely. Come on, Spirit, make some sound. It's 3:30 now, pretty much. This is when you're supposed to be most active. Well, that was like a full-on shuffle. Again, I think it was from the door. That was just constantly moving. Again, there is a draft there. I could put my hand there and I could feel a draft. I don't know if the camera's picking up the sound of it, but...
Cement shoes.
Cement shoes? That's strange. Yeah, but it was just weird how I was like, oh, it's like 3:30, you should be able to do something. Suddenly I heard a shh from the left, which I am assuming is the plastic cover being pulled, but it just seemed exceptionally loud from what it's been doing. Again, there is a draft, it could just be a case of a sudden surge in draft, but again, as I've said in previous streams, paranormal thrives on coincidence. That was a very coincidental thing. Don't know if the camera would have caught the noise. But yeah, it was like a shh kind of sound. Different from the one from the other night, which was in front of me. Which is why I do think it was just that plastic cover, but it was weird. Right, come on, Spirit. Yeah, cement shoes is a weird thing for it to say. Come on. You can light up the bear or the balls, knock off the balls from where they are, push the bear over. 3:30 in the morning, Spirit, and I've actually been investigating for
Outside.
about half an hour. Outside. Again, if you're outside the house, you are more than welcome to enter the house. See, straight away, you'll hear like blazes and vampires and things like, oh no, you shouldn't have done that. But yeah, you can enter the house, it's all good. It's all good, you can come in, say hi, communicate. Yeah, have a nice chat. Again, really weird draft, because again, I could hear a shh, 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 shh. I mean, obviously crinkly, but it was really like, inconvenient, like a... They just kind of did it then. How it's not a constant... It is just like a... You know, like a... Like, crinkle, not crinkle, not crinkle, not kind of thing. It was a weird pattern. I was like... Kind of into the thing.
My death was horrible.
Your death was horrible? How was your death horrible, Spirit? What happened? Can you move the
I
planchette?
know you.
You know me? Again, say that no. How do you know me, Spirit? Let's try that thread. How do you know me? Because you've said that a couple of times this time. Because the thing it's repeated by this point are Wilson and I know you. So how do you know me? Just focus on that question and focus on providing an answer through the word generator there. Or you can move the plancher. It's up to you, Spirit, which one you do. But how do you know me?
Wilson.
Again, Wilson. See, this is where I need to ask family and whatnot if they know you're called Wilson. Because you are seeming adamant about the name Wilson, Spirit. Because I don't know any Wilsons. I can't think of anyone at all called Wilson. If you're called Wilson, can you make a loud sound, a loud noise? Or if you know me, can you make a loud noise?
Torch.
Torch. Again, that laughter that you'd probably heard on one of the cameras is next door. Come on, Spirit. To be interesting if one of the dolls had like the name of Wilson, because I don't know. I'm suspecting one of the dolls is called Larry, and his last name might very well be Wilson. No, it's not. I think it's Randall. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the names of the dolls. But that would be interesting, wouldn't it? If I at the end of this investigation, no, not this specific day, but at the end of the experiment of the investigating throughout October, if I look and look at the dolls' full names and I'm like, oh, that one's called Wilson. Or like the last name is Wilson. Because I don't know Wilson. I don't know Wilson.
Knocking.
Knocking? Okay, knock on the door. I'm going to be quiet for a moment then. If you want to do some knocking, Spirit.
Pregnant.
Go on, Spirit, do some knocking as loud as you can. Unless you're referring to the pregnancy. Which would be quite funny. So, you know, for it to say knocking and then pregnant. And it said pregnant fast as well. After that. Right, let's stick to how do you know me, Spirit, because you have said that a few times. Interesting as well, how I was like, oh, there are two narratives. I know you and Wilson, and then it says I know you. I was like, okay, how do you know me? And then it says Wilson. It's like, are those two things connected? Are you saying that you know Wilson and not me? I don't know. Because you might have multiple spirits in here kind of talking to one another and this app picking up their conversation.
Archangel.
Archangel. See, I never trust it when it starts saying about angels and things. Um, Although in a different location it did say, I am an angel. And then straight away I was like, I don't trust that. And there was a full narrative in that list as well of kind of feeling like, oh, you can trust me. And it said pact as well. I was like, nah, let's not do that. This one just said archangel. See, that's interesting because the other night it was saying about the devil. And if you take the devil as being Lucifer, Lucifer was once upon a time an archangel. Stuff that you probably shouldn't discuss while you've got your hand on a Ouija board, quite frankly. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Nothing has happened so far, except from candles going out. Because another candle has gone. Shot? Were you shot, Spirit? How were you shot? Well, not how, where, or, under what circumstances were you shot? Is probably the best way of phrasing it. Come on, Spirit, under what circumstances were you shot? Assuming it was you that was shot.
Fish.
Fish. That's a random word for it to say. Which is fitting, it is a random word generator. Come on, Spirit. Can you make a noise? Some knocking? Don't know if that was a noise. That's next door. To again make it very clear that any female talking you can hear is next door.